Hi, my boys. Okay, right now I woke up from a nap and it's, hey Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 5:26 a.m.
Damn. I kind of like this time only because I'll try to trick myself thinking it's PM, but it's really AM. And sometimes I like doing that. So then when I go outside, I don't know if it's AM or PM sometimes, and I'll feel like it, and then I'll get some energy. Anyways, and whenever I'm stressed out or in a bad mood, I'll do that and it'll just help me. Um, Now that I'm older, I'm doing it and I have weed. My gummies are over there. So I took the gummies. So I'm taking gummies and I'm doing it. And now I'm recording, taking the gummies and I'm doing it. So I'm showing you responsible, but I feel like the gummies are just like candy, anyways. Like, I don't like if you detox everything, food's the same way. Food can do that too. So, um, anyways, when I'm watching a new person, and this is also for somebody that commented on my video. This guy, this this gentleman here, he's commenting. I don't know him. He found me on Facebook, so I'm just returning his messages too as well, because he say on his description, and I forgot his name and I can't go back on his video right now because I'm busy and I'm trying to prove a point, my boys, on what my dad is doing. My dad is the one pulling these people for me to tell them, hey, I'm talking to the dead, because I'm disassociated, I'm disconnected to people, humans, and no contact, no nothing. So it's like weird because I was told, like, when I was watching, like 6 years ago already, I'm watching these professors talk about this moment, um how I have to, like, animals, like, um I have to socialize with animals right now. um so right now the crows are coming. I'm getting a lot of crows. Remember I told you boys about the crows? um you have to please remember about the crows. I can't tell you right now because it's a long story, but anyways, I gotta feed the crows. So I'm watching. So I'm sorry for the new person. The This guy, the holy rogue. Um, so uh, um, I forgot your name, but I'm trying to connect you to other people too, because I don't know anybody, but I'm just randomly talking to people. No, outside, I'm talking to people. So I'm also randomly doing online, just looking at people and seeing what their red road is taking them, because we're all going to die. We're all leading to one place. So wherever that place is, we're crossing. That's what it is. It's crossing. So we're crossing, and I'm showing my kids that there is an afterlife. So these doctors are like, what caught my eye is, um, with schizoaffective disorder and bipolar. We're all going to be schizoaffective disorder, whatever you want to call that, but you're fine. And if you're taking medication from a doctor, and if a doctor did this, call your doctor out, call everybody out, because they're only giving you pills. Oh, I'll get this. Okay. The pills, if you're on pills for a long time, um, um, your body's going to want to need it. You're going to have withdrawals. That's what you're going to have. Withdrawals. You're going to have side effects on it and off of it. When you get off of it, the side effects are so bad it could be death. And what that is, it's your ancestors, it's spirits telling you, like, don't take it, don't take it. And then with that comes other things with it. And then when you get off of it and you're gonna die, you got other spirits coming at you, slapping you every which way. So take in the moment, live your life how you want to live. Art, Leo, for me channeling, I have this picture. I have a picture up here. My boys too. I have a picture. I do a lot of the art stuff too. Um, Leonardo da Vinci is the one that helped me with that piece. And I'm like, I kept a lot of artists too. He brings in like all the artists for me. But me channeling him, like, where did he go? Why did he do what he did? And how come he's in so much of what we do today and the medical field, and what he was on and what he experienced. He brings in the church, he brings in the Pope stuff, so he just opened the whole fucking door. So I got used to it in elementary school, just calling him Leo, Leo, Leo. And then as I got by, it was just like an uncle to me. And then it's like, when I find out my own uncles were like pedophiles, I'm just like, oh, everywhere. It's everywhere. It's so disgusting. So it's like annoying. He was annoying. I just didn't. I put him in that category only because it happened to him, like walking through the story. And then it brings in the Holocaust, and the Holocaust brings in Walt Disney. So then they all like a web. Well, then Disney brings in the Native Americans, and then hala wala, whatever that means. So then my dad, I don't know if he liked wizards or not.
Immortal to eternal, right? Because I'm growing in
this is a new guy I found out on what is or isn't a shaman.
In my speech. It's an absolute necessity to mastering the world.
Let me see if I can pull this.
Because the world exists through interactions of different gestures, actions, and words.
So I'm gonna play him as.
And we relate to each other based on our gestures, actions, and words.
So when I'm listening to people and if you work with the spirits and you work with technology and you know that there's more and you know that you're getting nagging thought, and then when synchronicity happens in the video and you're like, oh, gotta press it down. Okay, what is it? Scott's gonna come up a lot because now my Uncle Scott, my mom is gonna fight with my Uncle Scott because my Uncle Scott, it has a brain tumor. The cancer came back.
You'll stay in a particular position in the world.
Now it's kind of reality's hitting with my mom. It's finally hitting with my mom.
Personal actions that seem to have nothing to do with how well I'm moving out in life.
Stuff's gonna come out. My mom talks about it.
The world, your world,
her
changes. In the subtlest of ways, you may not realize the string of better decisions you ended up making as a consequence of how you shifted your patterns from destruction of old
dead
habits.
People are still here. Dead people are still here. So it's like, I'm so happy when I go back into my memories and do the shadow work. I'm just like, I was so scared. But I have to go back to go get that scared part of me and be a mother that I wish I had back then. And then like, who was involved in there? Where was everybody at? Now I'm grabbing them. And it's amazing because they're running.
But then
My
again,
mom's scared
almost every
shitless,
single
and she's
fucking
like, "Why are
guy
you so
has
happy?
got something to
Why
do
are
with
you so
cannabis.
happy?"
It's almost all over the place.
And it's raining.
I don't know if it's in North America. It's certainly in the South, Central.
Because I know that there's an afterlife, and I know people. And I saw
Right.
my dad
But,
scared.
you know, dude, having
Shitless.
spiritual ceremonial
So what he did
practices
to
and
us.
things like that,
What he did to us? And he's gonna
having
die.
some level of relationship with spirits and psychic abilities and all
But I
these
was
different
there
things
with him. He died.
does not make
He
you
was
shaman.
with his family. He was outside. He died how he wanted to die. If he could live again, he would have done things differently, and he would have
But it is
loved
good for many
my
men
grandkids.
to do these
He
things.
changed for my grandkids, and I want my boys to know that. But my
And
mom,
to
she's
know,
not fighting for
the
you
role.
boys, as you can
Right,
see.
you know,
She don't
'cause
know
you
what the
want to
fuck to do because
resurrect
she's so
this
fucking
role.
distraught. But here she
But
is. She don't care. She just because
you're
she wants to screw
resurrecting it
me
from
over
your
because she fucking
romantic
hates what
childish
I'm fucking
fantasies
doing.
and
All I can do
not
is just like
from
bite my tongue and go like,
sacrifice
grandmother,
to the
like
tradition
get your fucking
for
daughter.
sufficient amount of time to be what the
Gypsy
cultural
over.
equivalent of what you are is trying to do.
I don't fucking
Right?
know.
How come American shaman calls himself a
Menendez
shaman
brothers.
when that's a
Goddamn,
German
feed
word
them already.
for a
She's like, oh, I won't let them out. Why not?
for a Siberian medicine man?
I fucking not.
You know, like I checked the etymology. It's actually, you know, it's just a showman or something like that is
Those
German,
boys.
and that gets translated to English to shaman.
Imagine
And that's because it
how
was the
many
Germans
other boys that they
discovered
can
these
heal
spiritualists
by them
and
speaking
we
out.
bestowed that name on them.
That's just like
right? Which is why I'm saying it's okay to call
a
yourself a
test,
shaman
like
if you're
a
fitting
weight off
parameters.
like everything.
But it's not arbitrary to everybody with, you know, doing spiritual work and primal magic.
But
Right?
you're crying, you're laughing, you're like, oh my god, you've been through a lot, and you're like,
But shaman's been the word going on
so you go
because
outside
the
in
New
the
Age
rain,
movement started talking about
eating soggy
shamans
popcorn,
because it was helping
enjoying it.
fit, you know, the
This is
story
awesome.
they were telling to themselves and marketing to
Because
bring
it could be
people in
worse.
about the need
And
to
you know that
learn from the shaman's ways. Look at what the
someone
shaman
worked hard to get
teaches
that
us. Look at all
popcorn
these
for you. Someone worked hard to get
these
these
primal
clothes on
first
you.
steps of
You know,
whatever,
you have
right?
to remember that there's other people
And
across
so,
the world that
to
died
fill
just so
the
you can
gap
have warm
of the
clothes,
fact that there
so you
aren't a
can
whole
have
lot of
heat and
shamans
light,
because
so
now
I can
people
talk
are
underneath you now.
in a deep need to
they
have
have to change
personal
that.
connection
Plastic
with
straws we
shamans.
don't need.
Not because they necessarily need that for a personal
We
connection
don't
with
need
God,
plastic.
but because the
Why
shaman's
can't
got
we
the
not have
talents
plastic? We don't need plastic.
for their particular metaphysical issue.
Indian in the cupboard. The books I like.
Right, Theo. Like
The
a
Indian in
shaman
the
sees in the
cupboard.
dark.
The hatchet.
Sure, yes,
holes.
yes. But we have to define what it is to see and what it is in the dark.
Oh,
Because
when
I have
I
seen
was listening
the
to
dark,
him, Oprah popped up.
but not because of
Oprah popped
anything
up,
that
and then
would
Oprah.
qualify me as
It was
activated on a
devastating
shamanic
because I'm
level.
like, she's so pretty.
This is
Like,
my
it
point.
just made me.
We want to say it's shamanic, all of these things. Shamans do have all of these qualities.
Like,
so I suppose saying it's shamanic
the way she acts,
is fine.
she ends up not being
But
pretty.
it's a relationship that I know that I don't have. Just
It's
from
hard
meeting
to
other
explain.
people that maybe they're not even shamans either, but I can tell from their
But she has a
energy field
follower.
because
She has a
I get
follower. She has
super
followers.
sensitive
Like,
about whose energy field I come to
like,
because I have a penetrating aura. I know this about me. And there are certain people that I like a whole lot that I wouldn't want to
BT
penetrate my
came up.
aura upon because
And then
I can
Brandy
tell
came up.
that I would tell that
Brandy
it would be
saying
too
that
much of a trouble if I'm not
she
sure
got
that that it would be accepted,
She
right?
got,
Because I think that people would be against it. Yeah, you need permission, right? It's
now.
it's like vampire powers are the inversions. Like you have to invite the vampire in, right?
Never put that together before.
But then there's an amount of context about that as an evil, right? You're not just saying, well, it must be evil because if I have to let you in, then I'm obviously protecting myself, right? And so low-key, they don't want to have anything to do with your ability. They don't see it as a good thing, and so they're treating that aspect of you like a vampire.
Now I know I'm jumping
when
around
they're
right now,
rejecting
not
what
because
you
of the
two
spirits are
both
coming
seen and agreed
to me
upon
and
as
talking to me names now.
But then it's just
They
like,
just
oh, I
want me
gotta
to
heal.
throw out
I
names.
gotta heal. Can I? Dungeon Master, I'd like to
It's
cast
all
Lay on
Chuck.
Hands. The goblin's resisting. It is. It just wants your shiny.
Yes,
Oh.
walking in an alley.
Well, he's not getting that.
And I
He needs
see-
to stop asking for precious. That's actually his problem in the first place.
It's like it looks like a crime scene, but it's clues. And as you're looking at different things will pop up to you, and you're like, oh, okay, I know this, I know
I don't need the
that.
GPS to
So
get
they
you.
wanted me to focus on Chuck and then the name.
Alright.
It was spray painted. So then the name was something I never heard. It was like it looked like Xena, but I don't know if that's really what it was. So I'm like, okay, well, it kind of sounds like my name, so I took it. And I know who that's referring to, Mandy,
because
my
of
sister.
the initiatory practice having immersed their mind in the realm of the dead. All right, their mind is always got a certain channel to the dead, and it's not like a fucking cell phone. You can't just turn this off as an app feature in your fucking. I mean, you can do all sorts of work that is like that, but ultimately, you have to live your life a certain way. You have to live your life with certain barriers up. You're not fucking out there inviting the world in, because you're inviting the vampires in. And this is an aspect of what it means to be so
some vampire
big
thing,
and public.
and I remember Stephanie showed me on Netflix like this new show about vampires, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so funny.
And granted, you have very, very little to fear if you're a good person of good heart, yada yada yada. And I don't know.
And I'm so excited because
If
I'm going to the
someone like
cemetery.
Jake and Jelly
I'm going to the cemetery.
is a fool
So
or an
either way,
op,
it's gonna
and
be cool.
this
I
is the
want to get
crux
everything
of it,
done
right?
by. I'm gonna have
It's just
everything
like I'm
done by
forcing
March.
the matter.
So that's cool.
Forcing the matter by giving him proper definition of
I'm
terms
just
he
trying to organize
uses
again.
to hold him accountable.
I have no
Right.
motivation to clean.
This will push him into
Like to organize.
a place
Spring cleaning. That's
where
what it is. I have no motivation right now.
he now realizes there's a limit to his world.
I just want to
Because
just cry
if he
and
now
cry.
tries to keep growing and sees that
So right
these
now,
people
since
know
it's like this,
what traditional
I'm
shamans
just
are,
like coming up with other ideas for me to think
and
about. Like
they
right now,
find
this
it
is
deceptive and
I'll get to
insulting
it. But meanwhile, I'm gonna come
to
up
that
with
tradition
better
to call myself that.
snack like
And they won't give
meal
me
prep
any energy,
images.
credit,
So
or power,
as I'm
right?
trying to meal
You know,
prep
as far as
on
I'm
what
concerned, with someone
it's
like
good
him,
to take out, like for
yes, we all
snacks
should
and
have called
whatnot.
for him to be set free and to have what he has now. But that doesn't mean you
Then
let him
when
get
that's
away
done,
with his
I can-
delusions or
Or
potential
I'm doing lotions
lies.
too.
Certainly
Like, I'm
lies,
doing
because he's
some
lying
lotion
to himself at the very least, because it's an
See what's
untruth
good.
he is
So
speaking.
on hair stuff, I'm
speaking
doing
an
some hair
untruth.
masks.
And I
So
am
that takes a
forcing him
while for me to do. So as I am
to
making that,
know that he can't just
seeing
call
what
himself
helps,
a shaman flat out. Under the
I'm thinking
context and
of
assumption
ideas
of
of
what it
how I can
really means.
organize
Because
this
you
part.
are emulating the fucking psychopomp. To have that level of power Shavonic
And
power,
I'm also
Odinic
talking
power,
to
mercurial power.
the kids, you
You
know, in
have
the
to fucking
afterlife, the spirits, and
knock on
like what
death's
to
door.
wear and stuff. So
Not
they're
just go
actually
big
showing me
woo-woo
like
crazy
how
for
to
5
move,
minutes.
and it's like a workshop. Like every time I move, it's like in
It's
reach.
not something you were born to be just because you're an eccentric person
So it helps me
struggling
live,
to fit into this world like
so
me.
I can feel like I'm not wasting anything. I'm thankful. I'm honored.
Right. But the
I
ick in
miss
the
you,
esque
boys.
means not
And I wouldn't
shaman,
I wouldn't
but
want
you would
this.
know it from
I
shaman.
wouldn't want you in
From
pain
what
anymore,
shamans do,
any
from
longer. This is
shamanisms.
hurting me. And
That's the difference.
no
Alright, I
family
gotta get to
members
work.
come out and
I'll
saying
catch
this
you
is
later.
wrong. No one has said anything. And it's alarming. Because this is going around. I guess I'm the loudest. I'm the loudest one. I don't know. How come no one's listening to the kids? Because I'm like, it's loud. It's loud. These got bigger all of a sudden. Um, February is a short month, but so far February, it's just wow. Anyways, this 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 gentleman had a lot of insight and had a lot of respectful. He didn't say anything. Like it was truthful. It was coming out on what is his own experience, his no knowledge of what he thinks that is what is in his childhood and whatnot. Like his from what I'm hearing, that is what it's called. That's what's happening right now. Is once we know, like this person just can't go out into a bar and drink and just be like wasting his life away now. No, because he knows too much. Now he has to let out what he knows, his knowledge, spill the tea, the beans, whatever it is, and let other people see. And then whoever takes the beans will take, and then it'll grow, and the seeds will grow from there, like Jack and the Beanstalk kind of type thing. Mother Goose stuff. I'm not sure. See, here's a snake, so I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. But it's pretty cool. Because a wizard came up too. Because my dad, my mom would call him Papa Smurf. And it started to look like Papa Smurf, and I thought that was funny. And then he said something about a wizard, and then like I saw a bunch of wizards in Long Beach. One, I don't remember, but wizard schools. I've been seeing a lot of wizard stuff. So I'll get confused with certain neighborhoods because of what I feel. It's kind of like spidey senses. No, it's not. That's different. This is the cookie cutter thing, the layout of cities doing shit on purpose, replicating certain cities. That I call them portals. I call them other portals. There's other portals. Yeah. Okay. That's another video. And then I'm also making videos for myself, for my kids, and for other people who do the commenting stuff on my videos that really want to know, that they're really interested, that really understands what I'm doing. Because there are doctors involved here. There's people who are trying to silence people here, and it's just amazing. You know, everyone wants to work out at the gym, you know? Everyone wants to be famous. What the fuck? What the fuck for? I mean, really? I just want my kids. I just want my babies because I just want to sleep happy. I just want to sleep knowing that they're okay, and I can't sleep not knowing that they're not okay because I'm not okay, and knowing that I'm hearing other kids that are like that, and it's just a cycle, and knowing what I know, I don't know how America could sleep. I truly don't. Like, do you know what's going on? Because I do. If you keep lying to that child, the child's going to find out. And when that child finds out, I don't know how old they might be. They might be 52 years old. They might be 48 years old. 47 comes up a lot. A child's going to know. There'll be signs. Just know. There's an ancestor crossing their arms, waiting for you. I've been waiting. Comforting. They're going to be comforting. And they'll be held to pay. And I don't know anybody. I just want my kids. I'm just trying to help out other children there that think that their mom hates them or their dad hates them. It's like, no, you've probably been lied to. Or like your mom is crazy, your dad's crazy. Like, no. Why? What are the reasons? And if your parent if your parent is no longer here because of drug issues, well, it's a family issue. That's a whole family issue. That's a community effort there. The community was involved. You got more problems. You gotta find out who was involved. Who was who? Most of the time, these churches. My own sister wouldn't want to stop the human sex trafficking because that means she was involved. It means she knew. She knew. Once my uncle dies, he's gonna die with a lot of stuff. What is gonna come out? How proud are those boys gonna be? Because a lot of gay people died because of who they were and who they loved. Come on, how is that fair? Make it fair. Make it make sense. Oh, jeez. When you deprive somebody of something, of a spiritual thing, it's gonna come out. So if they're gonna say like multiple personalities or multiple, like, well, then look at the artists. Look at Tupac. Look at all these people these artists have died, like Biggie, and it's just so sad. And how they used Elvis as well. Oh yeah, the police dogs. I got an Elvis dog, and then there's a Thor dog. So someone's fucking around. I'm gonna find out who. That's funny. That's so cool. A female Black Gates. That's Beyonce. She's so smart. That'd be cool to see a Native American at the Super Bowl, like a music. So I feel like that was the last Super Bowl to me. But watch, it always ends up like that. It always feels like that. It's always a setup. Something's gonna become of that, though. Oh, something's big. Oh, water. Water. Now I can go. And that's it. Earthquake. Yeah, that's it. I could, okay, I love you boys, and so I'm going to subscribe to his channel. Okay, the time is 5. Okay, now I just gotta organize and then save the video, mark it, and then yeah. Then when I get distraught or when I walk around, usually after court or before court, I like to listen to the playlist, and then a video will pop up, and then I'll be like, what am I doing here? Where am I at? What am I doing? And then I'll listen to the video. I'm like, wow, this is how far I've gone. It's a memory thing. It's a memory bank now. And I guess my dad's telling me too, I'm going to be using these videos for you boys to help me later on in life to navigate. I don't know, but it's pretty cool because it's like Star Trek, and I really like Star Trek. So cool. So I'm like, that's the theme I want to go with, like a captain, and I got something with like lieutenant and chief and all those names. I'm like, there's so many, I don't know what to choose. So, yeah, I think that's neat. Okay, I love you boys, and I'll see you soon.